Welcome to Prehistoric SeaWorld! This is the first episode of the new series on my channel where we'll try to build a modern day SeaWorld with a little twist, being that all the animals living here are brought back from the extinction. And I really hope you guys will enjoy it! Hello guys, this is Cesar Creates, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the Prehistoric SeaWorld, a new series on my channel where we'll try to build something like a modern day SeaWorld, but instead of normal animals that you would see, if you'll go today, for example, or tomorrow to the normal SeaWorld, you'll see prehistoric marine reptiles, you'll see dinosaurs, and you will see, for example, prehistoric fishes. So this is a plan for this entire series. I hope you guys are excited. This is a little surprise. I haven't been recording Jurassic World Evolution 2 videos for such a long time, but I really wanted to go back to the game and I decided to start this new series. So in today's first episode of this series, I will build the entrance to the park. I will also build the parking lot for the very first time in this game, and the whole entrance plaza with a lot of facilities, shops and so on, and also we will add the first lagoon to the park with the Dunkleosteus. I wanted to build something like that for a very long time. I actually talked about it in one of the episodes of the Cretaceous Desert Park, and the release of the Prehistoric Marine Species Pack actually pushed me to start this series finally and to build something like a SeaWorld for those marine reptiles. And the Dunkleosteus, because it is not a reptile, it is a fish, a prehistoric fish that is, I think, one of the, or even the oldest species that we have in the game right now. It lived very long time ago. I'm actually super excited that we have it in game. I am super happy that Frontier decided to go for the Dunkleosteus and not, for example, for a Megalodon, because I think that the Dunkleosteus is a bit more interesting than just a, big shark. so yeah, we have this armored fish in the game, and I really wanted to add it as a first species, so the guests, after they will enter our prehistoric SeaWorld, they will right away see something amazing and impressive. I should probably also say a big thank you to Frontier for giving me the code, the free code to this new DLC. Thank you guys so much. This means the world to me as always, and I will do everything I can to showcase all of those new additions to the game. I know that I am a bit late with this series. I know that the DLC has been out for quite a long time now, but I have been busy, I have been on my vacation, so I couldn't start this series, but I had it in mind for such a long time, actually before this DLC was even released. I had this drive to build it after actually visiting the Monterey Bay Aquarium when I was in California, like earlier this year in springtime. I visited this amazing place, which is the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It is amazing, you guys. If you ever will have a chance to go and see it, definitely do so, because you won't regret it. It is so good. But yeah, this made me want to build something for aquatic animals so bad. Unfortunately, in Planet Zoo, there are not many of those, aquatic animals that would suit to such a project. I mean, there are seals, sea lions, there are penguins, there are otters, but I need more, and the Jurassic World Evolution 2 provides us with more marine reptiles, and even more were added with the new DLC, so why not build something like that in this game? Also, I should do a little disclaimer. I am personally super against keeping and holding animals such as dolphins, orcas, killer whales in the SeaWorlds. I think that those animals don't belong in the captivity. The tanks, they're held in, they are too small for them, and I am super against it. But this is a game and we are building for totally different things, and I figured that, calling this park a prehistoric SeaWorld definitely makes sense. This is basically a SeaWorld with prehistoric animals, so yeah, it makes sense. And also the modern day SeaWorlds will sort of provide me with a lot of inspiration, although I will try to build something more like suitable for marine animals and something nicer. So yeah, this is the end of the disclaimer. I will try not to talk more about it in the future, but just know that Caesar Creates is absolutely against SeaWorlds. Maybe not SeaWorlds like holding penguins and I don't know, sea lions, and those animals do very well in captivity, but against holding like marine mammals such as dolphins, killer whales, and so on. I am not supporting this. Before I will talk more about the things that are going on the screen right now, about the things that I am building, there's one thing that I should also mention. Having this new series on my channel doesn't mean that the Cretaceous Desert Park is done, and in fact there will be a new episode on this park quite soon on my channel, so if you like to see that, definitely keep your eyes open, and also subscribe if you are not subscribed yet and would like to see more Jurassic World Evolution 2 videos on my channel. So yeah, I definitely want to finish the Desert Cretaceous Park. Now that my collaboration with Jurassic Tom is done, that the Malta Park is done, we will focus more on my, individual projects, and I will, use everything that I was able to learn from this collaboration, because I learned a lot from building with Tom, so I hope you will see the improvement in my builds in this series. That's why also I wanted to start a new series, so you can see my level of building in this game right now from the very beginning of the new park. So let's talk about this series and let's talk about the things that I've built. So you may wonder why I decided to go for the Germany map and not for one of the new square maps that were added with one of the last updates. And this is because I just really love like this shore vibe of this map, that we have this view for the sea or an ocean. I also like the temperate biome in this game, and I sort of could do like an island on the square map or anything like that, but I will still get this background of the jungle or anything. So I really wanted to build on this map, because this is also something that was really inspired by the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I wanted to go for a really similar like vibe of the Northern California, so like a pretty beautiful ocean view with more like temperate climate, with those redwoods and stuff like that. So we will definitely add some of the pines, some of foliage like that, and we'll go for something like this. And I thought that the Germany map is totally perfect for that. So I started building by placing the visitor center in the middle of everything. I just wanted to be a certain centerpiece that I will build around, and after that I proceeded to build a parking lot, a car park, or however you want to call it. I just figured out, if we are building in, for example, the northern part of California, people can simply arrive here by their cars, so we need a parking lot. So I created like a road that just ends in the trees. I also like covered it a bit with the trees, so you just don't see how it begins, how it ends, and it creates this illusion that the road is going somewhere in the forest or something like that. And then I proceeded to do the actual car parking lots, and it was a lot of path work. I really want to step my pathing game up in Jurassic World Evolution 2, because I see all the time people creating such a beautiful things with paths. So I really wanted to kind of push myself and do something amazing with the paths in here. So I skipped a lot of doing paths actually here on the parking lots, on the plazas, because it was simply so much like deleting, adding, making it look nicer, changing things, coming with different ideas that I didn't want to bore you guys with that, and the video will probably be too long anyway. So I just kept adding all the paths, and I am sure you guys will be able to figure out how I did it. Of course, I also decorated the entire thing. I did things like this really cool centerpiece at the in the front of the entrance with the skeleton of the Apatosaurus with different fountains. You'll see a lot of fountains in this park. I really want to go for this really like marine, like sea theme with a lot of fountains and stuff like that. I also painted all of the shops and different facilities in blue colors, so it's all more themed and looks simply like a marine park. And there was a lot of decorating in here. Some I showed you, some I skipped. Of course, when the speed build portion will be done, I will do a quick like real-time tour to show you guys around what I've built in the first episode. In this series, I will try to build more in one episode, so we have more to see, and also that I'll be able to finish it a little bit earlier. Of course, when I'll be done with this park, when it will all be finished, you'll be able to download it from the Nexus. So if you like to play it yourself, you will absolutely be able to. I also figured out a cool way of, just surrounding the paths. You guys know that I always do it, adding different planters and so on. And here I added a lot of hedges, and I think that it looks really cool and it really suits to this temperate biome. We have a lot of hedges in, for example, my country, which is very temperate. By the way, I am from Poland, if you guys don't know, and some of the fossils of the Dunkleosteus were discovered in my country, in Poland. So it is so cool to have a Polish creature in this game. As you guys see, I really went for this symmetrical, like circular thing in here, and it was actually quite a lot of work to make it actually symmetrical, to make everything match, to make everything look like cohesive and nice. So I was deleting a lot of things, I was like adding them once more and so on. So this actually took quite a long time, but I'm quite happy with the progress that I made for this first episode. The first episode is always the most like important because it sets the tone for the entire series. I really hope you guys like it. I had a lot of different like ideas for future episodes. We'll do a lot of walkthrough exhibits for different dinos, because I also wanted to add dinos in here, the ones that are like associated with water, like hadrosaurs and, for example, baryonyx and different dinos like this. But of course there will be a lot of lagoons, and I also want to do this trick with the monorail, that you can sort of do like a monorail going through the lagoon. So it's sort of like an underwater ride. It is so cool, and I definitely want to use that here in this park. So yeah, that is all, and I hope you guys enjoyed me building, but let's meet once more in a second so I can show you around. It looks amazing, doesn't it? I'm so proud of it. I think that it has turned out so beautifully. I love the parking lot that I did actually for the first time. I love the idea of using the visitor center as the entrance to the park. I think that it is a proper centerpiece. And just imagine when we will fill the whole map with our SeaWorld. So yeah, the guests, they arrive with their cars. Unfortunately, we don't have any cars decorations or anything like that. We have the cranes, but I didn't feel like putting cranes in here. So they arrive with this path in here. As you guys see, it just goes into the forest. We cannot see it, and this is what this was my idea for this. When they arrive, they get this really cool view for our visitor center, for our entrance. I wanted to make this centerpiece, but I also wanted to make something in here. This was my idea for from the very beginning, and the parking lot was my idea, and I also came up with this cool design. I wanted to incorporate waves somewhere, so I did just that with the paths. So we have waves on both sides, and it's all symmetrical. So yeah, this was a lot of deleting and putting the path back in to make it all look seamless and just symmetrical. So you have this skeleton in the middle here. We have the arrival points for the guests that are meant to be I don't know, tickets, just where you buy your tickets or some gift shops or anything like that, and then you enter through this. So we can also enter the park. In here right away we have some restaurants for the guests. We have cute sitting areas for them, and we have some more decorations. So we have those sections. There's like gray sections on both sides are for the restaurants, so here the guests can eat something. Those are just like I don't know, I was just feeling this combination of this beige path with this like I think it's called a luxury path. And I really love those banners, so I wanted to use them again here, even though I used one here. There's a lot of fountains, as you guys can see. I also wanted to add some greenery in here, so I added those like planters or anything like that. I added another skeleton. I just love those skeletons, and of course a lot of fountains. Back here we have like I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to put in here, and I decided to build like my own, I don't know, a monument or something like that with those rocks, and put those really cool lampposts in between the rocks, and I think it looks quite cool. Those are the hedges that I told you guys about. I think it looks amazing. I used them in here, and yeah, such a cool detail. Okay, moving further, of course we have our first lagoon with the Dunkleosteus, and we have some more. Those are actually gift shops in here, but I also put some like seating for the guests just so they can chill out and so on. Here we have the entrance to the underwater viewing domes. We have two of them in the lagoon. Here's one, and the other one is on the other side. I just love this. Like the modern, like those viewing, I don't know how they are called, viewing galleries, I guess. They just look so cool, so pretty, and I love this view with the T-Rex. Okay, so this is basically how our like main plaza of the entire park looks. So let's have a look at our animals. We have the Dunkleosteus in here. We have 3 of them in here. One is there, as you guys can see. Maybe we'll be lucky to see them, eating the shark. But let's go and see them in the water. So I went for some random colorations, but I was pretty happy with the ones that I got. This one in particular is really pretty. Such a badass. I just love those guys so much. They are so impressive. And the third one should be also somewhere there. Are you okay? Hello? I think it is stuck. Okay, so I will help him later when we will finish, but this one is just without any like pattern. This is just a blank pattern, I think. And it also looks good. It looks like a shark or something, and this is what I love. And of course we have those underwater viewing domes, which I love, one of the best additions in the new DLC and update. It looks so cool with the Dunkleosteus like swimming next to it. I'm still like thinking what actually happened here. Okay, so what we can also do is maybe go out of the capture mode and just look at those guys from the lower stand. So we'll go down in here. And yeah, this is also so cool. Of course, I still wish that they added something to make the galleries less like blurry, so we can adjust the clarity of the water. But this viewing dome with the swimming Dunkleosteus just looks amazing. Okay, so this is all that we've built today. It's not huge, but a huge amount of new things in the park, but it still took me so long to do because of the symmetry. Just look how everything is symmetrical. I don't think I will continue this in the future builds in this park. It will be hard because of the terrain. And also look at the view looks amazing. It will be hard because of the different terrain levels and so on, but I will definitely come up with some great ideas. I think about adding a small enclosure here in the next episode and maybe something here, and maybe we'll build another lagoon or anything like that in here. So if you like to see it, definitely stay tuned, definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, this brings me to the end of this first episode of our Prehistoric SeaWorld. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider to again subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course leave me a nice comment. Tell me what you would like to see in this park, what dinos, marine reptiles and stuff you would like to see, and I'll definitely consider adding them. Thank you guys so much for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!